Yo, what's going on, everyone? It's your boy Cupcake coming at you with another video today. Today we're talking about the Cowboys versus the Packers game that happened yesterday. I got some thoughts on it. If you want to see more videos like this, I haven't really done any game review kind of videos before, but if you do enjoy this and enjoy me talking about what I think how the Cowboys did, or maybe if I should do like more of the other NFL teams after this, let me know. Let me know what you think of this. But yeah, anyways, if you do go and enjoy this video, don't forget to hit that like button. Subscribe if you are new to our post notifications so you never miss a video. But anyways, let's jump into it. The Cowboys versus the Packers. What can you say? We got smacked. Okay, if you didn't know, I'm a Cowboys fan. Okay, if this is your first time viewing the channel, I'm a diehard Cowboys fan. It sucks to see my Cowboys losing like that. But the unfortunate thing is, I'm known as the realistic Cowboys fan, the one that's gonna tell you what's gonna happen with the Cowboys and be realistic about it. Okay, okay, I'm being a realistic Cowboys fan here right now. The Cowboys aren't going to the Super Bowl this year. All right. Now this isn't just last night's game talking to me. This is I've been saying this since the beginning of the season. The Cowboys are good. I was saying they're gonna go to the conference championship, but I didn't think they were going to the Super Bowl. I but I'm known as a realistic Cowboys fan, and last night this game was awful. Okay, Cowboys played like the Cowboys, even though it was only a 10-point difference, the Cowboys played awful. Let's be honest with this. Props to the Green Bay Packers. Okay, although I think they got lucky on a few calls and a few things like that, which I'll talk about later. They beat us. Aaron Jones ran all over us. Okay, and we didn't do a thing to stop them. Honestly, okay, their offense made our defense look silly. Okay, let's be honest with this. Okay, I'm gonna give credit where credit is due. That offense played really well, and the main thing is there's nothing I can argue about with that offense. Otherwise, from really that one pass interference call with Jimmy Graham, there's not much I could say that the Cowboys defense didn't get a break in. There's one more play which I'll talk about here real quick is that on offense that the Cowboys defense kind of got unlucky about was the Aaron Rodgers fumble. Okay, that happened at the beginning of the game. Okay, the rule in the NFL, unless I am wrong here, let me know if I'm wrong. Tell me in the comment section. Okay, but the rule is okay when it comes to overturning plays, because it's supposed to keep the ruling on the field the same, unless there is defense or positive, like guaranteed footage or something that you could say, yes, that was clearly the wrong call, and yeah, we have to overturn that. That is a bad call by us. I apologize. Let's give him the ball, whatever, matters on what happens, okay? But that didn't happen there. I didn't see no positive, no question mark at all, on whether it was, whether it isn't. Okay, I didn't see no definitive proof that that was not or that was a pass. You could say it might have been, and might have not been, matter on who you ask. Let's be honest. I'm going to say this here. But I didn't see enough to overturn it to where it's a punt for the Packers instead of the Cowboys getting the ball and we get a guaranteed field goal. That kind of changes the game for us in a way. Because, let's be honest, what I say this here. Okay? Cowboys get a field, although, heck, with the way Matt Maher was kicking last time. I missed the third one, but yeah. Let's be honest with this here, okay? Otherwise, for those two calls, though, the Packers' offense was amazing. Let me just finish that off before I start talking about other things here. But props to the Packers' offense. They played really well, okay? But let's talk about, if that is the case, okay, that's not 9 points we left on the board just between our kicker missing and then, ultimately, that call. I think this game's a lot closer to what people are making it out to be, but Dak didn't play his best, okay? I would say this, if Dak plays better next time, I wouldn't be surprised if we win. But Dak played like absolute garbage, okay? Let's be honest when I say this, Dak did not play well, okay? Let's jump into this here. We're kind of done talking about the Packers offense. Let's talk about that Cowboy offense and what went wrong there. Let's talk about this here. This was a mess. The Packers defense was let the Cowboys run up and down the field. The Cowboys almost had 200 more yards in total yards offensively than the Packers did, and we lost. Okay, there's a problem there. If you're putting up 500 yards, okay, there was no reason you should be losing that game, and we did. Okay, I'm sorry, we put up 500 yards and we still lost. That's unacceptable right there. Dak threw way too many picks. Okay, you can argue that, okay, Cooper dropped the ball on the first one. Okay, yes, you could say that. Okay, yes, it's a bad play by Cooper. Okay, we'll say that. But even then, Dak was still making bad throws. There was the one pick that he threw right afterwards that ended one of our drives. That's 3 points. Just saying. There's 12 points that if it wasn't for a turnover um, or a bad call, we'd have it on the board and we could have won this game if Maher makes his kicks as well. And that's at worst case scenario if Dak doesn't throw that ball. Okay, he shouldn't have thrown that. I don't know what he was thinking there. But the main thing is a lot of the Packers' points came off of Dak Prescott turnovers. A lot of the picks that we threw led to Packer touchdowns. I believe almost half the Packers' points came off of picks thrown by Dak Prescott. I believe it actually is exactly half of the Packers' score. Okay, so you're telling me right now the Packers would have only scored 17 points possibly if it wasn't for Dak Prescott setting them up with good field position and all that. Okay, I'm just saying. I think they probably still would have scored more than 17 points. Let's be honest when I say this. That Packers offense was playing really good. Okay, I could see them getting 31 points, maybe. But they gave them so many points for free in a way because they threw so many picks. Like, you got to turn down on the turnovers. And then you got lucky that they committed a penalty on the one play in your end zone, or else that's a pick too. And, well, our comeback would have never even gotten started. But, unfortunately, that threw another pick that a lot of people were saying there's a pass interference on that play with King. But, there was no flag called, probably a bad call by the refs. But, yeah, unfortunately, that's the case. You gotta take the bad calls, and Dak he just didn't make a good play on that. He threw the pick. Okay, if you're gonna throw it in your own, this should teach Dak Prescott a lesson. If you see pass interference, because that's what he was saying after the game, that he saw pass interference over there, so he threw the ball in that direction, waiting for the flag. If you're gonna do that, next time, throw it down in the general direction of your receiver, and don't throw it to the defender, please. That way, just in case if you don't get that flag, we don't get the pick and lose the game possibly off of that, because that would have made a heck of a lot of difference. That's 3 points right there. That's a lot of points right there. You let 17 points just in turnovers that Dak Prescott threw. That's 17 points. All right, that's not acceptable. Zeke was running the ball fine. Okay, he had 12 rushes for about, I believe, 62 yards or so. All right, he was averaging 5 yards carry most of the game. All right, I don't know what his exact average was, but it was pretty close to 5 yards. Okay, just want to say that Zeke was having a good game. Dak just did so many dumb, stupid things with the ball. It threw so many turnovers and picks that, unfortunately, it made it where we had to throw the ball, and he just kept throwing bad balls, and honestly, yeah, it was not pretty. The defense didn't play the greatest in the world, but once again, 17 points came off of Dak Prescott turnovers, okay? You give the Packers offense the ball with 3 turnovers, they're going to make some points out of it, okay? Honestly, what do you expect? Like, the defense is coming out there already tired as it is, and Dak Prescott throws another pick. Like, I'm sorry, but that's not going to help. You're going to have to make better reads, Dak. You're going to have to, in general, play better. But even though there was some bad calls, like, I will say this, I love the penalty on Jason Garrett. That was hilarious. Like, okay, especially the aftermath with Jerry Jones saying what he said today. That was kind of funny. I'm like, I would have loved it. I'm not even joking when I say this. I would have found it so funny And I would maybe like Jason Garrett just a bit more as a Cowboys fan. No Cowboys fan like Jason Garrett as the coach. Let me just say that. No one cares for Redskins. If you want them, come get them. That's all I can say right now. You can have them. Like, you know what? We'll let them clap on the sideline for you. That's okay. You can have them. Okay. No one that is a Cowboys fan really cares that much about Jason Garrett. Okay. But the one thing is, though, is that okay, that was hilarious. I think that was unnecessary. It didn't lead up to anything, but there was just a lot of flags that ultimately were thrown, and a lot of calls didn't go the Cowboys' way. I would say this: given a few calls going the Cowboys' way, they could be 5-0. Okay, a lot of people are like the Cowboys have lost 2 games in a row. We're actually like the Cowboys lost by some big time number. Now, this week, okay, there's definitely reason to be concerned. And last week, okay, the offense couldn't get going. Okay, this week is everyone's really concerned because ultimately the defense didn't look that good. Once again, I'm gonna throw Dak Prescott and Matt Maher under the bus. Okay, next comes the ref and then the offensive line. Kevin Fleming didn't play the best. Okay, but okay, Dak and Maher cost us so many points. Dak, because of picks, gave up 17 points to the Packers. 17 points that the Packers got were off of his turnovers. Okay, that's unacceptable. That's half their score. Okay, once again, I still think they get a few points even without the turnovers, but we'd had more points if Dak wouldn't have thrown the turnovers. Okay, so the Packers didn't win because they played an amazing game. They won because Dak Prescott played an awful game and also met Brett Maher. Like, between those two guys and then a few calls just not going our way, we ultimately lost this game. All right. Now, once again, credit goes to the Packers offense. They played well. That's why I keep saying I think they would have put up 24, 27, maybe even 30 points still without those turnovers. But those turnovers definitely do help when you have 3 turnovers that lead to 17 points. Just saying. Okay? There's a few things that if Dak Prescott and Brett Maher would have done, we would have won this game pretty easily. Like, I'll say this, we put up some points on the board instead of throwing some picks, and they're still going downfield, we might have won that game. Like, let's be honest when we say this here. Dak Prescott through the game. Cowboys fans shouldn't be mad with, okay, the defense, although the defense didn't play well. They're playing tired, and Dak Prescott kept throwing picks. Okay, yes, the defense played bad. Okay, let's be honest with this. Defense didn't play quite what they were supposed to. Okay, what we're used to. But they had held every single team they played to this point to underneath 20 points. Okay, that's pretty good. Like, it's not crazy good, but that's pretty good right there. Okay, like they did what they were supposed to the last 4 weeks, and then 1 week they finally, they prepared for the wrong person. They prepared for Rodgers. Unfortunately, Aaron Jones was their weakness. Rodgers played good, but he wasn't the kryptonite for the Cowboys there. All right, that was Aaron Jones. All right, but that's the issue there. Like, Dak just needs to cut down on the turnovers. Right now, the way Dak was playing last night and last week, although I think both games we could have won. The Cowboys could be, and I'm not even joking when I say this, the Cowboys could have been 5-0, given a few things going their way, and the offense stopped making mistakes, okay? Although the defense, once again, didn't play its greatest game. I'm sorry, Dak Prescott's turnovers cost us 17 points. It's unacceptable to throw 3 picks, and that's going to lead to 17 points. And unfortunately, Dak's time to turn it around just got cut short. Short. I'm sorry. Like, Dak he didn't do well. You got to cut down on the turnovers. Defense will come back next week, I think, strong. Okay, I wouldn't be surprised if it's a shutout next week with how bad the freaking Jets are. Like, you gotta feel bad for them. They're about to get destroyed. Like, if the Cowboys need a game to get their confidence back, we'll just say the Jets make a pretty good game to do that, I guess. Like, because it's one of the Miami Dolphin games. Let's be honest when I say this here. Like, unfortunately, like, if the Cowboys need something to get their confidence back, you have it next week. Fortunate enough for you. But once again, okay. Overall, though, it was really just between the bad calls for the Cowboys and Dak Prescott and Brett Maher messing up, and then uh, Cameron Fleming just didn't play good all game. Honestly, we could have won, but yeah, GG's to the Packers. Okay, you beat us fair and square. All right, even though I will say there were some bad calls, but you still beat us. Okay, we game planned for the wrong guy on defense. We game planned for Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers didn't beat us. Aaron Jones did. Aaron Jones provided them 20. I'm trying to do the math here in my head. About 24 points, not including the PAT. I'm not including that. I'm just talking about the touchdowns, not the PAT. All right, but pretty much 28. Okay, if you want to say it. So yeah, we just ultimately we've got to play better. Okay, Cowboys, come on. We know you have it better. You could have been 5-0. You honestly could have been. The offensive has got to step it up, and defensively we planned for Aaron Rodgers. We didn't think much of Aaron Jones, and we got killed by Aaron Jones. Like once again, once we get this, whatever this was this week, I don't know, figured out like with the offense, okay, we'll be good. But we gotta get going. Okay, we can't let the Eagles get a step in the door. All right, we did kick the Eagles' butts when we play them here soon. But yeah, anyways, if you did enjoy this video, be up me talking about the Packers versus the Cowboys game. Let's again, I'm looking from it from a Cowboy perspective since I am a Cowboys fan. But GG's to the Packers once again. They played good offensively. They just took advantage when we made bad plays. Honestly, like when Dak made a bad play, they were there to clean it up, and that's all you have to do sometimes. Just be there for when your opponent makes a bad play, and just take advantage of it, and that's what they did. But yeah, once again, if you did enjoy this video, drop that like, subscribe if you are new, turn on post notifications so you never miss a video. Drop us a follow on Twitch, Pound a Cupcake, of course. But yeah, until next time, I'm a peace out here. Until that next time, peace.